Hi friends, Chrissy Spark is back, obviously, because it's Friday, and here's our next video. This one is really important to me because PAX East is next week, and I want to make sure that we talk about this kind of thing because I know when I first started going to conventions as a content creator, I was always really stressed out. I don't know why I keep talking with this hand right here, but it's just gonna happen. Just let it happen, okay? But anyway, as a content creator, guys, it is really important to make the most time and make the most benefit really out of conventions if that's what you're going for. Obviously go to conventions to have fun, but if you're looking to build partnerships, build relationships in general, know your peers, there's some tips I want to share to you guys so you guys don't have to make the same awkward mistakes that I've made, okay? Before we get started, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. There's a new video every single Friday, if not 2 videos a week. I'm really loving YouTube lately, and I hope you guys like it too. Yeah. Alright, tip 1, guys, is when you're going to a convention, make sure you have identified your brand to yourself at least, and that it all kind of comes to the same conclusion. Now, to break this down, so like for instance, my brand is Chrissy Spark. My name originally is actually based off a Halo character, but I've turned my brand into like themed around like lightning bolts, sparks, like positive vibes, things like that too. So when I go, all of my stuff, if you look on my Twitter, my streaming page, anything like that, all has that really recognizable CS brand. Even my merch rocks it on the back. So everything comes back to CS, Chrissy Spark, that's me. My brand feels complete. And that way I feel a little bit more professional when I am talking about it to businesses that might become a sponsorship, partnership, or just even like a friend in the industry. This is important. Also, once you know what your brand is, it is so much easier to talk about it with people. So you can be like a high-skilled gameplay person. You could be a personality streamer. You could be a little bit of mix of both. You could be like an artsy or creative streamer. There's so many different genres, and you really want to get yours down to something you can explain so easily to someone that you only have like a few minutes to talk to. Hopefully that makes sense. This jumps into tip number 2 though. Tip number 2, guys, is at conventions, they are so incredibly busy. Everyone's busy. I've worked in the industry before. I've worked at Microsoft. I know how crazy conventions can be. You see a lot of people, a lot of names. You want to make sure that you have, this is so important, you have like a 90-second pitch down for your brand. Now, I'm not going to say mine because mine's really cheesy, but yours should, for instance, be like, hi, my name's Chrissy, blank, blank, blank. This is what I do. Now, this is important, guys. You want to make sure your statement sentence that you give to people in the industry is so powerful and not just something like cliche. Every single streamer mentions community. That shouldn't be in your basic statement. You want something that sticks out. For instance, people in the industry meet thousands of people a day at conventions. You want to make sure your name specifically stands out. They're like, oh, there's Chrissy. I heard she's a bot at Fortnite. LOL, whatever. When I used to have bright colored blue hair, people would be like, oh, there's a bright colored blue hair that I met at PAX. She was super awkward. There she is, though, and I remember her. So things like that, you want to make sure you have like a 90-second introductory down. In the introduction, guys, you should be able to like end the conversation by giving them like your business card, your email, whatever it is. You want to make sure you conclude it with, here's a way to get a hold of me, so that they don't feel like they need to like answer you with like a sponsorship right then and there. You want to make sure you like open that door to friendship. Does that make sense? Which goes into tip number 3. Make sure you have business cards ready to go. So these ones look a little blank. I know these are like my rough drafts. So here's my business card. Selfie on the front so people know what I look like. Here's the front. I figured I could write down like a cute little note if I wanted to make it a little bit more personal. Also on the back, guys, I have all my information. So for instance, I have my sponsors over here. I have that I'm a full-time content creator. I have that I'm a top 100 streamer on Mixer. This is really important. This is something I'm trying this year. I'll let you guys know how it goes and I'll explain it in a minute. I also have my socials down here. Business cards are important. This is what leaves your mark to people in the industry. So when I give this to you, you will put it in whatever business card holder that you have, hopefully. And you know, you can get back to me if you want to. If you're like, oh, this girl was really great for this idea I had, let me get a hold of her. I have her business card. Now, on the note for business cards, guys, I personally use Vistaprint. There's a ton of websites out there that are great. However, whichever website you choose, you want to make sure, this is so important, that you use the size of an average business card. A lot of people overthink this, but for instance, there's like square cards out there. I will tell you guys right now, most people will throw away the cards that aren't specifically shaped like business cards for one reason. That's literally it. They don't fit in their business card holders or whatever they carry. So I've seen people throw out like the square cards or whatever, as if they're too bulky. You want to make sure you just use like a standard business card print. I know it looks, you know, so aged because it's just a square, but it really is important. You're more likely to get back a hold of that person if you just use a normal business card. I swear, I promise. Now, the QR code on the back, guys, this actually links to my Twitter, and it's a pinned tweet on my Twitter that actually goes into more depth of who I am as a content creator. So, like, if they don't have time to, like, watch my stream, which they probably don't, they can also click on that, get a good vibe, and it kind of just brings it all together. You absolutely don't need to do this. I'm trying this out for the first time this year, and I think it might be a really cool idea. Instead of trying to smash so much information actually on my business card, I have a second outlet, and everyone has a smartphone, right? The cool thing, in my opinion, is like if you want to scan this, it brings you right to my Twitter. You can follow my Twitter if you want. And it's that easy. You don't have to go searching for a lot. Easy. Now that we have introductions, business cards out of the way, step 4, this is actually pretty important, guys, is just to have confidence. You have to remember that both things should be looked at as businesses. Your stream and the people you want to partner with are obviously a company. Now, even if you don't do streaming for full time, you are going to be marketing your stream as something that this business can partner with. So you don't want to just market it as like, oh, we just do whatever and we do this, this, and this. You want to make sure you have like almost the idea of how to explain it. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, it is so important to have your brand established, because it truly is. So once you have all those steps aligned, have confidence talking to these companies, and know that you might not get a yes right away. You might not even get a yes ever, but just forming that friendship can help you out so much down the road, right? They can think of you for different projects. If they have people in different areas that are thinking of people, they'll be like, oh, I met this cool person that is really great at Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever it is. So you want to make sure that you are confident and you're professional when you're at the convention center at all times. Totally have fun still. Don't worry about having fun, but just remember when you are out and about at a convention, you are looked at as your brand, even if people don't know you, right? Because they just see this person walking around and they're like, oh, there's Chrissy Spark. I've never seen her stream before, but she looks, you know, either really nice in person or really mean in person. But everything is up to kind of the first glance. You want to make sure that you are carrying confidence and professionalism. And trust me, it'll really work out in the long run if you just have those two things. Now, something that I highly recommend if you're going to a convention for a sponsorship or partnership, I highly suggest doing research and actually using the products. I can't stress this like physically enough. Now, one of the partnerships I really wanted last year when I went to PAX was Main Gear. I have been a fan of Main Gear for a pretty good amount of time. I like their PCs. I saw that they were coming out of a chair line. I was really excited to meet them because I saw that they were going to PAX East last year. So I did some research. I looked into everything that they've done. Is this a company that I would like to stand behind? And all these things. So when I went to go talk to Main Gear at PAX, I already knew what I loved about the company, and I was already able to talk about it. And it led into this really great relationship with me and Main Gear. And obviously, I got partnered with them. I got sponsored shortly after. It was just a really great connection that we formed. I feel like if I didn't do that research beforehand and I didn't walk up with that confidence, maybe it wouldn't have gone that way, because honestly, I at first was so nervous. I remember asking Alex, like, should I go talk to them? I don't know how I feel. And then he's like, Chrissy, you already know that you want this. Go make that friendship with them, and all you can do is see what happens. And honestly, it was one of the best decisions I ever made, because I love working with them, and I love I just love being part of the Main Gear family, and I love that I really took the first steps to go do that. And so I think that is so important. Do research on the products that you love and actually use the products that you want to get sponsored by. That way you can actually talk from the heart, and you can tell them what you really do enjoy about them. Now, this tip is just in general. If you're watching this video and you're like, wow, I am going to a convention this year, but I don't have a very high follower number or anything, I don't know if I should talk to businesses, do it. Talk to businesses anyway, regardless of what your follower number is, because it is important. Because I've already said the reason, guys. Form the relationship. Form the relationship. Form it. Because then when you do get bigger numbers, because trust me, you will. Just keep working. you can talk to them. You already know who they are. So even when I went to PAX as a content creator, my first year ever going to PAX, guys, as a mixer streamer was about 2 years ago. And I just hit 2,000 followers. And I honestly went into it thinking, I know I'm going to be streaming on Mixer for a very long time. I already knew. I knew that I'm going to get a partner one day. I'm going to form these relationships with people. And it worked so well. I formed relationships with G Fuel when I was there. Formed relationships of other companies like Razer, Logitech, Astro, all of those companies. So honestly, guys, go into it once again with confidence. Even if you're not ready to apply for their partnership programs, get your names out there and know that you'll get there. Just keep working towards it, right? Now that we're away from all the partnership things, a really important one that is great for content creators at conventions is if you get a media badge, you are more likely to be invited to like press release emails, which means like you're more likely to get invited to like, you know, like VIP access to like a gameplay or just like meetings with companies. Guys, take up those meetings, meet the games, meet the indie developers out there. There's a lot of cool things that you'll experience at PAX, and it's even cooler in my opinion as a streamer to be able to meet the developers, the people behind the product. I met last year, one of my favorite memories last year was meeting with the people that made Splitgate, and really getting a hands-on demo and meeting Ian and the crew. So it was really great. Make sure you check your email because there's a lot of great things in there that you get offered, especially at PAX when you get your media badge. So make sure you really flood through that, make appointments, have fun with it, stay on schedule. I know my PAX this year is incredibly booked. I think I only have one free day, but that's okay because I'm really excited to meet the indie developers, especially also just meet people at the Mixer booth and everything like that. But really, if you want to expand on content wise and you want to be like a variety streamer, I consider myself a variety streamer, take those opportunities because trust me, you will get a ton of them if you got the pass for press. You'll get a ton. Now, my final tip is pretty good tips for not only content creators, but just people that go to, what's the word? People that go to conventions. I don't know why I forgot what the word convention is. I've been saying it this entire video. Anyway, a good thing to do is if they have an app, so like PAX does have an app every time there's a convention for them, look at the show floor and literally figure out which booths you want to make sure you have time scheduled at. So for instance, I really want to see Elgato this year, and I really want to see Astro and Logitech this year. Those are my big ones going to PAX East this year. So I've looked at the app. I see where they're going to be. I've figured out which day I want to go there to see the experiences. I've made time to hopefully meet with some people that work for all of those companies. This is important. I want to make sure that I'm going into it feeling great. I know which times are good to be there. And I know exactly where they are. So I know I kind of set like a schedule for myself. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can go to conventions just for fun, but if you're a content creator and you're going for business purposes or just, you know, your stream purposes, it's important to kind of really have a game plan set up for yourself so you have some forms of success. But guys, overall, if you're a content creator or just anyone going to a convention, have fun. It's the most important thing. Conventions always get me like hyped to come back and come stream again. I always feel, you know, renewed and everything because they're great to be around people that really love what you love and everything like that. So really have a good time, be confident, know what you're trying to say about yourself to professionals, and just be ready to talk about yourself and your stream, which I know is kind of weird for some people. It's very weird for me, but just kill it. You're gonna have a great time. Okay, I can't wait to see you guys at PAX East if I do get the privilege to see you at PAX East. Next week's video, I'm really excited because it's gonna be what I packed to bring to PAX East. I hope you guys are ready to pack some bags with me. And then the week after that, we will have my vlog up from PAX East. So lots of PAX East videos coming up, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for the 850 subscribers on YouTube. We're getting so close to that 1,000, which is insane to me. So thank you guys. If you really like this video, please share it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to share it. And I will see you guys next Friday, okay? And also, if you guys have questions, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them as always. If you're like, Chrissy, how do I do this at a convention? Just drop it below and I'll answer it the best I can, okay? Love you guys. Bye.